This week's parashah is the most important parashah in the entire Torah. You may ask, why is this week's parashah the most important in the Torah? Well, let me tell you. Much like Bereshit, parashah Noah covers a lot of ground, spanning 10 generations. Noah and his family, God's decision to wipe out all life, building an ark, bringing all the species onto it, the flood, the raven, the dove, recreating civilization, the permission to eat meat, the rainbow, and the Tower of Babel. But none of that is why this is the most important parsha in the entire Torah. The reason this is the most important parsha in the entire Torah comes in a few words in the final few lines of the parsha. Ele toldot terach. That word toldot is usually translated as generations, but I think it misses a nuance. I think a better translation is legacy. This is the legacy of terach. That word toldot is used in reference to 10 people in the Torah. Most of them you can guess. Adam, Noah, most of the forefathers. It's a list of the all-time greats. Spoiler alert, do you know who doesn't get an Ele Toldot? Avraham. But Terach, getting a Toldot, is somewhat unexpected. He doesn't exactly get painted in the best light in rabbinical sources, but somehow he makes the cut. So what is the Toldot of Terach, the legacy of Terach that's so important to be called out of this week's Parsha? Well, it's right there in the text. Terach took his son Avram, his grandson Lot, the son of Haran, his daughter-in-law Sarai, the wife of his son Avram, and they set out together. What? That's it? Well, that's pretty dry. How does that make this the most important parsha in the entire Torah? Well, there are two firsts hidden in there. It's the first time that the name of the wife is listed in a genealogy, and it's the first time that a grandson is listed. The legacy of Terach is that the obligation of a parent doesn't end with their child. It extends to the spouse, the grandchildren, and beyond. The legacy of Terach is the notion of an extended family taking care of each other, and that the family can be the mechanism for transmitting ideas across generations. Now, Terach didn't quite figure out what idea should be transmitted via the family, but the very idea of the extended family as a unit is the legacy of Terach. And there's nothing more central to the Jewish experience than the idea of family. That's one reason why this is the most important parsha in the entire Torah. But the other reason is that the most important piece of Torah is whatever piece of Torah you have in front of you right now. Shabbat Shalom and Am Yisroel Chai.